Greetings, it is I, Mary Magdalene. Today I come to you with a heavy heart, and the reason for this is that we are facing many difficulties aligning the energies of your earth plane with the higher realms. We face this difficulty because your earth plane has been in turmoil and has been under the influence of an invading, aggressive species that came to you from many light years away, known as the Draco constellation. These beings aligned with the beings from the Orion constellation many thousands of years ago, and on their mission established within their alignment and their collective idea to work against the Creator, as they did not wish to align themselves with the light and evolve their energies like every other living energy, right from a stone or a plant or an animal, upon the many universes within the multiverses. They rejected this idea of evolution or ascension into the higher realms and the evolutionary process as set up by the Creator so that beings might experience themselves on many levels and within many environments. And once they came to a certain advanced stage within their evolution, they rose and ascended to the next level of their soul's journey. These beings, however, did not wish to go that route and so decided to move away from the Creator with their own ideas of self-evolution, and so they aligned themselves with other beings upon the Orion constellation that aligned with their own ideas. And with this collective notion, they gathered their forces and decided to attack any and all energies upon many planes of existence that represented this true evolutionary process as set up by the Creator. And so their trail of destruction began. They moved through the many galaxies and universes, destroying planets, invading them, and setting up bases upon these planes of existence as their own, where they took hostages of men and women and used them for their own purposes. The children they ate to satisfy their hunger. They were beings of what you might consider reptilian in form, but they had a humanoid structure, and so they walked on two legs, but the rest of their form was reptilian, and this came in many variations. These were the beings from the Draco constellation. The ones from the Orion constellation were smaller in stature, and so, because of this difference, they assumed a subservient position within this alignment, and so the Draco lorded over these beings from Orion. Those that did not accept their superiority were dismissed or diminished, and so their rule of terror, even within their own ranks, commenced. In this fashion, they moved from one plane to the other, ransacking, pillaging, harming the many that they encountered. And because they were advanced beings in their thinking and within their technology, they were able to travel through the cosmos with ease upon their vehicles or spacecraft at that time. And so as they moved from one plane of existence to the other, they created this trail of destruction that energetically created a major unsettlement and shift within the energetic structure of the multiverses. This was a very traumatic time for the rest of the cosmos, as the pure beings watched in horror and despair as this drama unfolded. The brave ones that tried to retaliate only faced their death. These beings were far too powerful and so obliterated anything that stood in their way. They were attracted by the most light that emitted from the planes that they traversed past. This gave them an indication that the magnitude or the presence of the Creator upon those planes was at a high level. And so, as they passed through the corridor within which Gaia or your earth plane existed, they saw this plane of existence as a bright, beautiful, illuminated planet. And so they decided that this would be their next mission. They circled the earth, making a plan on when and how they would attack. They decided that their entry point would be in what you now know as your North India and the Himalayan region. They decided that they would enter the atmosphere by stealth, and so under the cover of night, just a few of their spacecraft entered the Earth's atmosphere and landed upon the high peaks of your Himalayan region. They discovered that the atmosphere was not conducive to their bodies, and because of the pureness of the energies that existed upon the earth plane at that time, they were not able to breathe and function, and so many perished from this initial group that penetrated the atmosphere and landed upon the earth plane. Those that were able to survive immediately left and returned to their larger group to report their discoveries. They regrouped and made a plan for their next mission and invasion. This time they came better prepared. They fashioned for themselves shields in order for them to be able to survive within the atmosphere. These energy fields or shields that they built around themselves allowed them to survive and preserve their own energy signature as they moved within a much higher energy frequency. And so the next invasion was quite devastating. They penetrated the same area within your North India and the Himalayan region and massacred the many that they came into contact with, as the anger and aggression from losing some of their party was still within their mind, and they wanted retaliation for the loss of their colleagues. This penetration upon the pureness of the earth's energy caused a huge rift and energetic imbalance within the energy construct that existed at that time. The earth was of a fifth dimensional energy, and these beings were of a low third dimensional energy. And so when they brought their low vibrational energy within this pure field of energy, it reduced the pureness of this earth plane, combined with their destructive and aggressive attack. This compounded the introduction of the low vibrating energy. They imposed the trauma of death and destruction upon the beings that were peacefully living their lives and were part of the evolutionary cycle as created by the Almighty or the Creator. This peace was shattered, and trauma brought upon those that encountered these attacks. They took the women as prisoners, devoured children, and killed the men. They did this for many days and nights. Once they were satisfied with their invasion, they then regrouped and decided to set up a base within the foothills of these vast mountains. Once they had achieved that, more of their forces joined them upon the surface, and they began a further invasion on the land. In this way, over many years, they were able to gain control of the entire surface. They strategized and found that they were able to control the leaders of the earth through a system of invisibility in such a way that they disguised themselves as puppets and controlled the ruling class from behind the scenes. And so, over the many thousands of your years, this structure of ruling your leadership became the way these beings operated on your earth plane while they ruled your plane of existence. They took what they wanted in the form of women, children, riches, minerals, ores that were lucrative and valuable to them. And so your earth plane has been a prisoner planet and under the control of these energies for the last few thousands of your years. They have infiltrated your highest forms of government and have been ruling through this smokescreen of control behind the scenes. Only a handful of your rulers are aware of their existence, and this is how they have maintained their power. The rest of your population is oblivious of their presence because of the intricate setup that they have established. Because they exist within a different vibrational energy, they are able to be invisible to the naked eye of your earth plane human beings. You have existed within a third dimensional reality, and these beings have existed within a lower fourth dimensional reality. And so there is a divide between your vibration and their vibration. This might be a difficult concept to grasp, but it is an energetic divide between your species and their species. Before the attack, the beings on your earth plane were more powerful than these beings, as you existed within a fifth dimensional reality, and so you were more evolved than these beings. They were visible to you and the beings that existed during that time because of this advanced state that they lived in. However, the attack and subsequent technologies that they brought upon the earth to reduce your vibrational frequency upon the earth plane have resulted in reducing the entire planet's vibrational frequency to a third dimensional frequency. And so the many have existed within this state of being, which is not conducive to your natural evolution as a soul, and that was originally created by the Almighty or the Creator. And so the severing that took place by these beings during their invasion has created a sort of bubble within which you have existed since that time. It is as if a section of the universe was removed, and this existence has been living away from the Creator, doing their own thing, living in a low vibrational energy, having their own experiences as deemed fit by these ruling classes. The rest of the multiverses and the cosmos, once they sufficiently recovered from these attacks, gathered their forces and formed what might be called the Galactic Federation. These beings came together and decided to save as many as they can, returning them back to their original planes of existence if they survived the attacks, or finding homes that would accept refugees. And so the Galactic Federation formed a mandate in this way to retaliate against these beings, bringing peace and harmony and restoring the planes of existence to their rightful owners wherever they could, remove these factions and their control. This has taken a very long time, and so the path of healing and reconstruction of the multiverses has in a way finally reached your earth plane. And so the beings that have ruled your plane of existence have now been abolished and removed. And this was accomplished quite recently, within your last 5 years. Your earth plane has been surrounded by many factions of the Galactic Federation, assisted by very highly vibrating light energy beings. These beings did not have a way to escape, and so they were captured, and now the many that remain on your earth plane are being collected and removed so that suitable places may be found for them to come to terms with their own reality and their own soul's purpose. This discussion we will leave for another day. I return back to my initial thought as we find upon our mission, our recovery mission, that the earth plane is now within a third dimensional existence, and so its beings have been severed from the connection, the original connection that they had with the Creator. You and your many ancestors have been living within this established system created by these invader beings, and so by default you are unaware of the original connection that your soul had with the Creator and the original evolutionary process that your soul had with the Creator. Your connection to your higher self, which was a guiding light for your existence upon the earth plane, was also severed during this process, and so in a way you have been living as orphans upon a planet that was invaded by a lower species, and so you have essentially been lost souls without a guiding light. As we who are now here to assist in these larger missions to re-establish your earth plane to her original fifth dimensional existence, are finding it hard for your population or the beings on your earth plane to understand these concepts of what truly happened, so that your soul energy might once again establish its connection to your higher self and eventually with the Creator, so that you may properly ascend into the higher realms and not be stuck within a world that was created by the imposters that did not allow you to go past this third dimensional energy field that they had created. They recycled your soul energy within this bubble of energy that they had created. And so for many eons, you and your ancestors have been recycled and repurposed, lifetime after lifetime, in this horrifying cycle of life that they have created, unbeknownst to you. So we are trying to break this cycle and re-establish your connection to your higher self and to the Creator, so that you may remove yourself from this energy imprisonment that you are in. And so I ask you today to take stock of all the things that I have just told you about and bring those energies to alignment with your own heart. And within this still moment of understanding, imagine your heart, which is housed in the middle of your rib cage. This heart energy is your true connection to the Creator. Bring your focus to this heart-centered energy within your body and imagine a flame within this space. Ignite that flame and raise that flame all the way up to the skies, imagining a tunnel of light that this flame creates, reaching out, calling upon your higher self to find you and to firmly re-establish your true connection with the Creator. As you do this, imagine that this tunnel of light that you have created from your heart all the way up into infinity, as this flame, as this tunnel of light reaches, feel the energies of the Creator as they reach out to you, bringing with it the most powerful light into your body, into your being, healing, re-establishing your connection, removing any and all darkness that existed within your energy field, healing any trauma that might exist as you allow for this to take place. Feel the energies that surround you be enveloped with this beautiful light that is pouring down upon your head, filling your entire being, your heart. Imagine this energy enveloping your entire body, filling your energy field like a bubble, a protective, loving bubble around you. Breathe in and out. Registering within your mind all of the energy shifts within your body that you are experiencing, whether it's a tingling, whether it's a knowing, whether it's an understanding, a vision, a presence. Acknowledge all of it. It will be different for each of you. If you feel any pain within your body, bring your breath to that area, taking a deep breath in and out, and releasing the pain that you feel in this area of your body. Take another deep breath in and out, receiving, receiving, receiving the light as it filters out all of the hurt, all of the trauma, all of the trauma that you have experienced within your body, within your energy field, offering it up to the light, breathing it out of your body, taking another deep inhale and exhale, anchoring this energy in your heart, remembering this energy in your heart, and in gratitude, thanking the Creator and your higher self for this transmission, and ask that this connection be your true connection to the Creator, always. I will leave you now to reflect upon the words that I have just transmitted to you. You may go back and listen to this transmission again so that you understand the true historical extent of your soul's energy and the path that you have been on. It is no longer conducive for your soul, as your soul needs to move past this trauma and continue on its true ascension journey, past the third, fourth, and arrive at the fifth dimension, which is where you truly were before the invasion. And so this connection that you have just established with the Creator will help you to get to that stage in your evolution. And this might be challenging in a way because these energies intricately wove themselves into your society, and so you will find that many of the things in your reality will start to fall away as these societal structures collapse around you. Always come back to your heart and this connection with the Creator if you are in doubt, and it will help you face these challenges bravely with no fear in your heart. I will leave you now in peace and harmony. Blessings.